Hi, do you want to make drawings from your 3D parts in Autodesk Inventor? Then this is the video for you. In this video, we are going to learn how to make those sheets that look similar to this. You can do orthographic views, auxiliary, section views. So let's get into it. Up until now, we've been using Autodesk Inventor to make part files, but now we are going to go to File, New, and Drawing. This uses part files to generate drawings. So don't lose that initial part file. So when you set up your sheet, you're going to see it laid out, but this is actually not the right size paper. So the first step is going to be to go to Sheet 1 in your model browser, right-click it, and edit your sheet. This is going to allow you to customize the size. Now here we've got 22, 34. That's way too big. So I'm just going to switch it to type A, and I can see that it's 8.5 by 11. Portrait versus landscape. I'm going to leave it landscape, and we're all set. Kind of. So the border helps you decide printable area, and the ANSI large is the title block in the bottom right hand corner. And this is immense. So what we could do, I got a workaround for this. You can create your own title blocks and import them and use them every time. But for now, what we are going to do is right-click the ANSI large. You could delete it, but we're not going to delete it. We're going to edit our definition. Now, this is going to open it up as if it was a drawing. And what we're just going to do is scale it down. So I'm going to select everything. I'm going to decide a scale factor. Let's try 0.5. Give that a go. And that's my base point. Yep, relax your dimensions. Apply. Done. And now what we have to do is finish our sketch. Just save edits. And here our title block is now formatted down. So it's tiny. And this is great. It gives you your name. It gives you the date. Sheet 1 of 1. And you can edit all this information. To edit the information in your title block, you're going to go to your drawing, and you're going to say iProperties, and you'll get this little box. And project, you can put in part number, stock number, whatever it may be, and it'll fill the appropriate area. But we don't want to spend too much time into this. In this, our next step is to copy the sheet. Because when we start getting into assemblies, we're going to have more than one part, or sub-assemblies, or exploded views, and we're going to need multiple sheets in this packet. So to do that, we're going to right-click Drawing 1, click New Sheet, and boom, you have another sheet that you can alter, or you can add different drawings to. So I'm going to actually make 3 sheets right now. Now, in sheet, let's see, Sheet 1, there we go. I'm going to now place an object. So, like I said before, this works off of using your part files. So it's actually not creating a new file. It's referencing that original part file. So if you make changes to your part, it will change your drawing as well. So in the Place Views tab in the ribbon, you're going to see Base. Now when you click Base, you're going to get this pop-up or something similar, and all the way to the right, you're going to see this Open an Existing File. Don't lose that. So now what I'm going to do is find a file that I want to open. And for this video, let's see. There's one that I want to use in particular. There we go. I'm going to use this triangle practice. And now you can see a green square. It's kind of faint. So if you look in, you'll see a green square. And this is the object itself. Now this is a terrible front view. So, oh, here we go. Let's undo that. Let's try it one more time. Base, click the load. I go to my triangle practice part. And now I have my part available. Now, we always want to utilize as much of the page as possible without being overbearing. So you're going to change your scale. In the bottom right of this box, You can change it to whatever scale you want. I think 2:1 is actually pretty good for this one, so I'm going to leave it like this. Now, you can also put projections in this menu. You can see that I have a square there, and I got a square here. So I'll just show you what that looks like real quick. You can drop an isometric, you can drop a top, a side, whatever it may be. But for now, I'm only going to do my base view. So I'm going to just do that one more time. Scale is 2:1. I'm going to get that in the bottom right-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner. And now I'm done. Our next set of things to do is put projections. So in case you never put the projections on your front view, you can click projected in your ribbon, select your shape, and it will then give you the option to do your isometric front and side views. To execute this, right-click, create. I now have my views. Excellent. Now, let's see, I'm going to delete this for later. To do your dimensions, we're trying to take a note. So, annotate is the tab you want to be in. Annotate, a note take, almost. So, if you use the dimension tool, it's going to work just like the dimension in part file. When they give you this box, though, you can edit the unit precision by changing your primary unit if you want more than 2 decimal places, but 2 decimal places is fine. So this could be done to 1 by 1 complete all your dimensions. So there's also other dimensioning tools, and I think this is something that I don't have to go in depth. You can read and try them out yourselves. The baseline is use the dimension tool. These can make it faster for you to dimension. That's the general sense of what you need. In addition to the Annotate tab giving you the option to dimension, you can also use text, you can use bubbles, you can even generate a parts list, and it's all very simple. You know, you have like a center line, you have center mark for circles. This is all pretty straightforward. I don't think that it justifies a full description, but let's see, balloon. When you do your balloon, you want to select the object, you point to where you want it, you click it, you can click to add lines, right click, continue. And that's the general flow. You're going to be clicking things and then right clicking, saying continue. Okay, bubbles and leaders, that's covered. So now let's talk auxiliary. So we're going to go back to our place views. If I need to do an auxiliary view of something, like this angled surface, I can click auxiliary, I select the view that I want an auxiliary view of, and I'm going to just say, okay, scale should be the same, style I don't need to change, view identifier, never really affected me to have that or not have that. Now, let's see, auxiliary here. Okay, I'm going to click the angled surface that I want to make an auxiliary view of. I'm going to just click, drop it down, boom, we have an auxiliary view. Last one that I want to go over, last thing in here, is the section view. So, for that, I'm going to go to my Sheet 2. Sheet 2, I'm going to select a base. I'm going to load my pre-made test section view. And I'm going to now change the orientation of my front view. I didn't review this before, but when you're placing it, if it isn't correct, you can change this view cube to alter the view that you're looking at. So I'm going to put my place view at the top right now because I'm going to do a section view in the front. So I say OK to 1:1. Now, a section view is when you slice it up. So when I click it, I first need to define where I want to slice it. So I'm going to click right here on the object, and now I'm going to draw my cut line. So I'm going to just do that. I right click and say continue. And now it allows me to drop a section view of my object. Very simple. Much easier than hand drafting. And this could be annotated with dimensions using the same technique as we had before. So we edited our sheet. We edited the title block. We created more sheets for our project. We placed an object. We placed projections. We dimensioned our things. We put bubbles or leaders for any important information that we need. We looked at auxiliary view making and section view making. So that's a lot in this one video, and now it's time for some practice. Happy making!